Starting the day with an early morning meeting. I don't always do early morning meetings, but you know, Habitat for Humanity, they promised me breakfast. If you want to get me to a meeting, just serve breakfast. Man, that was a great way to start your day. You know, Sheet's coffee, Sheet's sandwich, and then just a meeting with just like go-getters all across the city. So many good things coming. So it's running today. I haven't been in here a while because we haven't done any podcasts lately, but the time is coming. We're going to be doing some more podcasts coming up soon. Had a lot of great ideas, and I'm meeting so many people, from like the codes officer, talking to different council people. I really want to get some more momentum that way. And then Mike Rizzo has been doing a lot of research on some of the best towns in the state and in the nation, and what's kind of making those towns. And I really want to move towards expanding the vision of Kittanning 300 and helping to flesh that out. But Kittanning 300 is the vision that by our 300th birthday, 2027, Kittanning will be on one of the lists of best small towns in America. And so I really want to see that start to gain some momentum. I would like to see City Council and some different groups get on board with it so we can all start to push in the same direction together. But that Habitat meeting this morning was really wonderful because Habitat's on the cusp of receiving a huge grant that will be, over the course of the next 6 years, pouring a couple $1 million into the Wick City area of Kittanning, which is right where we're working on fixing up houses and trying to remove some of these blighted houses like the one that was in the video a couple days ago. It's gotten me thinking a lot about vision and why vision is so important, and that's what I want today's video to be about. But have a couple more places to go, a couple more things to do, and then we'll do a little talk on why a vision, especially the vision of Kittanning 300, is so incredibly important for our city. I just haven't been up here in a while. I wanted to see it. I don't know if you guys remember the little co-working space, but I have a lot of space in here. If you're ever looking for a place to come and work and you want to collaborate on anything, come down here. It's a really nice place to hang out. Been doing some more work on improvements to my building here, and so I just really wanted to get up there. Still a couple more things that I want to do in there. I want to get my sound panels back on the wall. I want to get a couple tiles replaced in the ceiling. Some things that have just kind of, you know, little things that go wrong over the course of time, but very, very excited about that, and getting back in there, doing some podcasts, and just collaborating some more. I love that kind of stuff. I love to learn new things about our city. I hope you do too. Next meeting. More work going on. Now tell me, is it just me, or is there like a lot of work going on in town? People improving houses and businesses, and it's an exciting time. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only one that notices that kind of stuff. Put in the comments if you've noticed more activity this year. Probably my last meeting at the YMCA for quite a while. Kind of a sad day. So our Creating Lasting Change group has been meeting here for the last 2 years, actually. So with Jack leaving, it's kind of the end of an era, but we'll see what happens with the Y and what their next CEO ultimately wants to do with this program. But we may still try to meet here over the coming weeks and months, but overall the CLC is probably going to experience a little bit of a shift. And so I'll keep you posted on that in the future. But once again, we do have a vision. And when you have a vision, the first step is already done. And so the rest kind of falls behind that. And so let's go talk a little bit about vision. About a month ago, I walked through this very park and laid out what I think should be the vision for Kittanning in the future. And I believe that vision is so incredibly important. I have 3 main reasons. They're all kind of interrelated, but I want to just lay them out for you, and maybe let's just have a discussion in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on, number 1, the vision of Kittanning 300, and then number 2, let me know your thoughts on vision in general after you hear my 3 points. If you have something positive to add to the conversation, I would certainly appreciate it. So I think the first reason that we need vision is that vision gives direction. Even the Bible says that without a vision, the people perish. Or some of the other translations say, without a vision, the people cast off restraint. And the picture is that without a proper vision, everything goes haywire. I think we've seen that for far too long in our local boroughs and municipalities, that when the local government doesn't have any kind of a vision, that everything just kind of goes off the rails. Number two is very related to number one. It's that vision can drive better decision making, which will ultimately lead to better outcomes. You see, I really don't think that there's a ton of waste in our local government or in our local organizations. I really don't. I just think it comes down to we have limited resources. And so a lot of times when we're seeing decision-making processes at the city level or in a business or in a local organization, we're looking at people that are making decisions between good things and between better things, or good things and the best things. So we have all these arguments of, should we hire another police officer to have better enforcement? Or should we hire another borough worker so that more things can get done around town? Or should we set aside some money for blight remediation? Those are all good things. Those are all necessary things. But without a proper vision, you're not going to be able to make the decision that's going to get you to your long-term goal. The water's finally down. I can actually walk through here again. Just needed one whole week of dry weather. So picking between those three things is a complete hypothetical, by the way. That's not necessarily a decision that's being made right now, but if it were, I would choose to set aside money for blight remediation, because that is one of the things that needs to happen for Kittanning to be known as one of the best small towns in America. And so if you have a vision, it can begin to drive your decision-making processes, and you can say, well, that would be a very good thing, but we're not going to make that decision because it doesn't fit with the vision. It's not going to help us meet the long-term goal. So I think we as an area, our county, our cities, we all need to have some kind of vision so that when it comes to making hard decisions between good things and better things, we make the right decision to meet the long-term goal. Lastly, when you have a proper vision, it allows you to tell a story, which inspires people, which allows you to gather support and gain momentum. Honestly, that's why I think that this channel has been successful, because I started out saying Kittanning is the greatest city in the world, and it inspired people to subscribe, it inspired people to join the movement and share these things on social media and connect with the channel, and I've gained so many contacts over the last couple of years that my mind is still just, I can't even fathom all the awesome things that have happened. See, that's why I think we need to adopt this vision as a city for Kittanning 300. That we need to be driving towards a goal to be one of the best small towns in the United States. So that every time that a blighted house is cleaned up, or every time a storefront gets filled up, or a new business is opened, it can inspire people to say, hey, that's part of the grander vision. I want to go down and support that new business. I want to go down and try that new restaurant. Every time we hear someone that was caught in an addiction that has found a completely new life, we can celebrate together and say, praise God, that's part of the grand vision. That's part of making Kittanning the greatest city in the world. So that's my 3 points. I don't know if you have any other ones on why vision is important. I just know that we need something to drive towards together as a people, and I hope that Kittanning 300 is going to be it. My plan over the next couple months is to begin to present this to different local organizations, business groups, city council, all the different places that I can go to kind of cheerlead for Kittanning 300. And so hopefully you're on board with it. Let me know in the comments if you're on board, and let me know in the comments if you have anything to add to this conversation on vision. 5-minute walk in the park is always great. Back to work to finish out my day. Gotta add to my tool collection today. Got a new circular saw. Finally got our carpet installed at the house. It's like the end of our house project, finally, but the bad part is none of our doors fit now, so. I have a cordless circular saw, but I don't trust it to do a good job, so. DeWalt is the name that I've always trusted in tools. I don't know what tools you prefer, but I don't own any DeWalt tools because I've never really wanted to pay the money for them, but first one. Plus I enjoy going to Ace because I get to drive Typewriter Hill, and I don't know, it's always an experience for me. Remember the Typewriter Hill video that I made a long time ago? Still one of the most popular on the channel. Remember how I was talking about blighted houses? Typewriter Hill has several that need to be torn down. There's like roofs caving in, there's fire damage, all kind of crazy stuff up here. And I would hate to have one of these nicer houses up here. What do you do? They need some help. It's a little later now. Gotta head home. Gonna try to finish that project tonight. Try again. One down, 8 to go. I did finish, by the way. Last one. Just before sunset.